Hello everyone, welcome to Sudha's classroom. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the emerging solid waste management technology for a green world. So nowadays, solid waste management is a challenging one because of increase in population, industrialization and urbanization. So see the picture. What happens when the whole planet dumps this kind of waste? Garbage, plastic bags, papers, plastic water bottles, cans, industrial waste, commercial waste, municipal waste. It results in the soil pollution. In turn, it results in water pollution too, soil degradation, desertification. And this modern technology owes an ecology and apology, said by Alan M. Edison. So this is a quote because of the improper solid management. The contents in this lecture includes what is solid waste management, general methods in solid waste management, emerging technologies in solid waste management, EM technology, that is effective microbe technology for solid waste management, vermicomposting, waste to energy, 3Rs technology, and finally the conclusion. What is solid waste management? Rapid population and urbanization results in solid waste. What are solid waste? First of all, what is a waste? Any substance which is discarded as useless is called as a waste. Managing those wastes that exist in the form of solid is called as solid waste management. Solid waste includes variety of discarded materials other than fluids. Example, garbage, household waste materials like plastic bags, papers, cans, etc. Waste management is not simply collecting rubbish and dumping it on landfill. Actually, it is much more to it. There are 5 levels before it. Those are clearly mentioned through the following picture. You can see that most favored option as the prevention and the least favored option as the disposal. General methods includes landfill, incineration, composting, etc. The steps involved in solid waste management are analysis, collection, transportation, recovery, and finally recycling or disposal. So these are the 5 different steps involved in the solid waste management. New and emerging technologies. We are going to discuss about the new and emerging technology, that is EM technology, effective microbe technology, vermicomposting technology, advanced thermal treatment technology. These technologies are of particular interest because of their relatively advanced stage of development, their ability to derive energy from residual waste, low levels of emissions, and eco-friendly. Solid waste management through EM technology. It is found to be an effective technology for managing the solid waste. The technology of managing the solid waste by the application of effective microorganisms, that is EM, is an eco-friendly manner and converting the waste to a useful product. What is meant by effective microbes? There are millions of microbes on this earth, most of which are merely helpful and beneficial to human beings. Microorganisms are crucial for maintaining the ecological balance. So they carry out the chemical process that make it possible for all other organisms, including humans, to live. They are called as friendly guys of the microbial worlds, known as beneficial microorganisms. The EM solution that we use is a concentrated solution having millions and millions of such microbes. Such microbes, upon distributing over the waste, hasten the process of composting. It catalyzes the decomposition of these waste at a much faster rate. So it is found to be an effective technology for managing solid waste. Why EM technology? The uniqueness of EM stems from the fact that whatever humans consider contaminated and offensive is food for these kind of microorganisms. These microorganisms will degrade those as the food. They will consume these waste as the food and they will grow. This EM detoxifies contaminated water, soil and facilitates the restoration of an ideal ecological balance. The potential of EM in treating all kinds of waste includes effluents generated by industries, agriculture and consumer applications is therefore limitless. Such an EM technology is not only environmentally friendly but goes a step further to protect the environment itself. Benefits of EM technology. Foul odor is substantially removed. Usually near the garbage or landfill method, the foul odor will be there. So this can be substantially removed by this method. This will keep the flies away, detoxifies contaminated water and soil, suppress the soil-borne pathogens, accelerate the decomposition of organic waste. This increases the availability of mineral nutrients and useful organic compounds into plants and enhances the activities of beneficial microorganisms. Example, mycorrhizae, nitrogen-fixing bacteria, and reduce the need for chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Effective microbes helps to increase beneficial soil microorganisms and suppression of harmful ones. Volume of gases discharged from the solid waste like carbon dioxide, ammonia, oxides of sulfur, hydrogen sulfide, methane, they decreases to a larger extent in presence of effective microbes. Contaminated water from garbage is cleaned and the suspended dust particles reduces sharply. Effective microbe solution has helped to contain fly menace. This eliminates the pollution. A rapid action force vehicle sprays effective microbes solution on the garbage dumped at the Vellarur garbage yard during a demonstration organized by Sirtuli. So at Coimbatore, Sirtuli, an NGO, as a public initiative to conserve water resources, claimed that the use of effective microbes solution on the garbage dumps at the Coimbatore Corporation compost yard at Vellore near the city had helped to clean the menace of flies. In a press release, Sirutuli said about 6,000 tons of garbage and 100 million liters of sewage water was being generated every day. Increase in population and rapid changes in lifestyle resulted in manifold rise in the generation of garbage. In Coimbatore city, it was reported that about 600 metric tons of garbage is getting disposed every day within the corporation limits of Coimbatore. Thus, around 5 lakh million tons of waste has been accumulated in the yard over these years. The estimated accumulated and unsegregated garbage at the yard was about 4 lakh tons. This causes pollution and turned life difficult in the residential areas in Vellore and Kurichi. Similarly, the sewage pumped from the two pumping stations to four lagoons in garbage yard had led to bad odor and attracted flies, cockroaches, mosquitoes, and other insects. These proved to be a health hazard for the residents, especially the children. Children were affected by many diseases. With the help of experienced environmentalists, a program was implemented by using the microbe solution for the last 10 months. The release said that the effective microbes were used for agriculture, hygiene management, and solid waste management. The process involved in this: step 1, preparing activated effective microbe solution. Prepare EM solution in the ratio 1:1:20, 1 liter of maple EM solution and 1 kg of molasses getting mixed with 20 liters of chlorine-free water. Keep the mixture on a plastic container with lid. Allow 7 complete days towards fermentation. To release the gas every day morning, remove the lid for a while. Step 2. Mixing activated EM solution with chlorine-free water. After 7th day and just before the application of EM solution, this should be diluted with chlorine-free water, either in the ratio 1:100. Step 3. Application of EM for composting. Apply or spray diluted EM solution evenly on the solid waste. To have effective implementation well before dumping the waste, EM solution can be applied at collection centers, transfer stations, etc. Even before unloading the waste, EM solution can be applied over the top layer of the solid waste and it could be right on the tip itself. The results achieved was found to be extraordinary. The problem of the flies, mosquitoes which spread diseases are minimized. Bad odor got controlled. Volume of the solid waste was reduced quickly. The accumulated waste are getting decomposed at a faster rate. High quality compost that would improve the crop yield was produced. EM detoxified contaminated water and soil and facilitated the restoration of an ideal biological balance. Coming to the second method, vermicomposting. Worms. Yes, worms can recycle your garbage. Vermicomposting is a technique that uses worms to aid in the composting process. Vermicomposting means worm castings plus bedding. It offers an exciting alternative to traditional composting methods. Vermicomposting uses worms to decompose organic materials such as food wastes. Earthworm species, it is found to be worm forming. The species like Eisenia andrea, Eisenia foridea, red worms, Eisenia hortensis, European night crawlers or worms, Lumbricus rubellus. These found to be work best for vermicomposting. How does it work vermicomposting? Step 1. Add moist drain bedding to worm bin. 1 to 2 strips of newspaper, cardboard, leaves, thick moss, sawdust. Fill the bin with bedding. Start with 2 lugans of red worms and Add by daily scrapes. Then the worm, Azinia fotida, lubricus, rupellus. Bury the food scraps under 4 to 6 inches bedding. Rotate burial around bin to prevent overloading. Next, finally, harvest vermicompost in 3 to 6 months. The worms eat through the organic material and excrete what is commonly known as worm castings. The worm castings are the breakdown of the organic matter. When worm compost is added to soil, it boosts the nutrients available to the plants and enhances soil structure and drainage. So here, in this method, an effective method, we can see that worms degraded all the polluted materials and that will be converted into a compost. The waste from the worms make a rich garden fertilizer. The resulting product can be used as a fertilizer for the garden. What is vermicompost? The product resulted from the controlled biological decomposition of organic materials by the worms. Organic material includes landfill waste, agriculture waste, industrial manufacturing byproducts, seafood processing waste, in short, anything that can be biodegraded. Nutrient value of compost was found to be 6,600 ppm parts per million of organic nitrogen, 1,300 ppm phosphorus, and 1,000 ppm of potassium, which is found to be a good and perfect fertilizer. Vermicompost of sewage sludge. Investigation was done at the Coimbatore Corporation Municipal Sewage Water Ukkadam area. The sewage sludge, that is a mixture of pollutants and plant nutrients, assessed the possibility of converting sludge into vermicompost. We collected all the sludges and then we converted into a vermicompost. This study offers a simple and economical alternative to vermicomposting to resolve the management of sewage sludge. The advantages of vermicomposter is found to be excellent. It produces less odor and attracts fewer pests, enhances soil structure and drainage, and produces free, high quality soil amendment compost which we can use as a best fertilizer for our farming. It requires only less space, labor, and maintenance is also good. Kitchen waste can be converted into a nutritious product. It provides a free and easy source of organic fertilizer for your garden and house plants. Vermicompost contains main nutrients needed for healthy plants as well as micronutrients, minerals, and microbes. The soil from vermicompost is used as an organic fertilizer. It is rich in vital plant nutrients and it is used as a soil conditioner. Vermicomposting is the mixture of the art of the gardener, the science of the horticulture, and the discipline of the waste engineer. 3 R's technology. So coming to the strategies for reducing waste, we follow reduce, reuse, recycle. So for going green, we have to think before you trash it. Think before you have to trash it. Reduce the use of raw materials or the generation of waste. Reuse the waste materials, recycle the waste materials. For example, solvents can be separated from the products and they can be used. Reusing the metals, reducing mining and reduce the pollution. Refillable containers which are discarded can be reused. Recycling of paper will be reduced by cutting down the trees. Plastic bags can be recycled. Old aluminum cans and glass bottles can be melted and they can be recast into new cans and bottles. Waste into wealth. Processing water hyacinth to manure. This is a project carried out on the lake, especially in the Ukkadam Lake. Effluents and domestic sewage waters that which enters into the tanks usually contaminate the waters, due to which water hyacinth breeds all over the tanks at a fast rate and it is also possessing a potential threat for the depletion of water levels in the tank. Now to save water, remove and composted into a manure as it has lot of nutrients for agriculture uses. The EM method for the treatment of water hyacinth. The EM solution that we use is concentrated solution having millions and millions of such microbes. Such microbes, upon distributing over the waste, hastens the process of composting. It catalyzes the decomposition of these water hyacinths at much faster rate. The process involved in the transformation of water hyacinth into manure. Soon after removing water hyacinth from the tank, it was let up naturally for a week for around 10 days over the tank bed itself. Later, these semi-dried hyacinths were removed into a processing yard. Thereafter, those semi-dried water hyacinths were shredded into small pieces. With those shredded water hyacinths, small heaps of lengthy windrows are formed. Then the effective microbe solutions were sprayed over the windrows to hasten the composting process. Then we can see this process at a regular interval, maybe thrice a week. This process will be repeated for a period of 45 days. After 45 days, the compost is almost ready. The resulting biomanure should be sieved thereafter. Once sieved, it can be packed and it can be easily distributed. The biomanure is now ready, which is made from water hyacinth for agriculture purpose. Waste to energy. that is getting biofuel also from the waste garbage. So this can also be done by converting waste garbage into fuel. The process, we call it as anaerobic decomposition, the anaerobic digestion of biomass, the fuel from kitchen feathers. So this can be converted waste like sugarcane bagasse, rice husk, eggshell, coconut shell, water hazelnut, drumstick bars and leaves. These are all less expensive adsorbents from agriculture waste which can be converted into a manure. Coming to the conclusion, the EM technology and vermicomposting technology proves to be a greener technology to ensure a green tomorrow for our future generation. So these are the references. So revere and protect diversity, the use of resources frugally and recycle. Let's go green. Let us replace garbage with greenery. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Thank you all. Thank you for your patience in this early lecture. See you in the next session.